So in this video, I'll be teaching you how I made this dramatic sleeve. Actually, it was made in our beginners class, but I decided to do a video on it. So this is what we did in the class. So let's go straight into this video. If you're just coming on this channel for the first time, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you. So what you need is a width of 27 inches, and that is what I'm marking. Get a width of 27 inches, you measure 27 inches, and then you draw your line. That is to set your boundaries, like I'm doing right now. So after doing this, all you need to do next is to fold on a bias. Meanwhile, 27 inch is like the width for this sleeve. If you want your sleeve bigger than the result that you saw, you can make it bigger. Maybe you can use 30, 35. That will be big, because this is actually okay. So after you cut on the bias, the next marking to make is for the dimension of the sleeve. Now from the start of the bias, you are at that point on the fold, you mark 9 inches, and on this other side 10 inches. So 9 inches on the part on fold, and on this other side 10 inch. Then get a meter rule or something and connect that point together. Now this is giving you like the shoulder part of the sleeve. Now to get the length of the sleeve, you are going to measure from that start point where you have that line drawn. So I had 14 at that part on the fold and 9.5 on this other side. Now reason is being that the sleeve at the side looks longer. Okay, so you connect from the part on fold to this other side, like I'm doing now. You can use a curve for this, but most times the curve doesn't always give you like the look you actually want, so you may need to do a little bit of freehand like to get it right. So I'll just use my curve to connect. Then I wasn't really comfortable with what I got, so I actually did a little bit of freehand, and then I connected back to get my sleeve. So once you're done with this, if you want yours sharper, longer, just feel free to style it the way you want to. Now at the hem, come in by 1 inch at the hem and connect to nothing at the shoulder point. Now I've done that and I've cut off my sleeve. Sorry, this part I missed it. My phone went off. I actually did not know my phone was off. Now cut it, transfer to fabric. You'll be adding ½ inch allowance at the top, at the side, and at the hem, excluding the part on fold. So you're adding ½ inch all round on the top and the side and at the part of at the hem. Now because it's a sleeve and it can be seen under, you can use the exact fabric, or feel free to use a fabric, any other fabric of your choice, but just know that whatever fabric you are going to be using will definitely show. So it's wise to use the same fabric, or if you want to style whatever you want to use is fine. Now this is a stiff. You can go for a strong stiff, is a strong paper stay. Now you get something that when you wash, it will not really just wash out completely. Because some stiffs, when you put them in water, it loses its strength. So get something really very strong for a good structure. Now how to cut your sleeve? Use your exact pattern. Mind you, the fabric was actually we added ½ inch around the fabric, but on the sleeve we are just adding ½ inch at this shoulder part, at the top part, while the other part we cut it exact. Reason being that we want it to be easy for us to turn when we are turning the sleeve at the side, because we're actually turning it to this shoulder part. So we cut it exact and just add ½ inch at the top. Now the next thing you do is to infuse your stiff to your fashion fabric. So you place it over your fashion fabric and you get a good iron, and please iron well, because that part is the part that will be outside. Now you may choose to iron both the lining and the stiff for more structure if you wish. It's okay. Now I've done it and this is what I have. Now next I'll take the lining part, which I told you can add your stiff on the lining too if you really want to. Place it over it, but make sure you're not adding at the hem and the side, so that it will be easy for you to turn. You will not need to struggle with your iron. In fact, it comes out neater that way. Now I'll just be sewing at my side, the hem, and the other side. Just sew on the sides and at the hem, and then I'll quickly take that to my sewing machine and I'll sew this way, and I'll get it back to you to see what it looks like. So I've sewn on the hem, and at the side it's time for me to turn my sleeve. So I'll just turn it inside out and show you what it looks like. Please, when you are turning, make sure you have your sharp corners at the edge. Now I've turned it, and you can see how it's looking already flat without ironing. I'll just take it to my ironing table and still press further. Now I've done that. You can see how flat it looks. So next I'll be sewing that shoulder part, the top. You just sew your 1/2 inch. That's why I said the sleeve should be on it, so that it will give it that structure. Now I've sewn including my sleeve. Next is to serge that part. You can do a neat weaving on it. So after serging, you turn it inside out, and this is our sleeve. Now this sleeve is already ready. You can see how it's looking so fine. So this is the sleeve. Now to attach it on your dress, you will need this press button. All you need to do is to attach it neatly to your dress and then attach on the sleeve. Now there may be times you may not want to wear your dress with this sleeve. You can take it off. This is actually detachable, but if you wish, you can sew yours on. But for the video you saw earlier, it was a detachable sleeve made with this press on button. So please like and share this video. Drop a comment if you have any question, and I'll answer. So this is a video of how to attach it. Now place the sleeve. You can use a chalk, mark the points where you want it to be. As you are marking on the dress, you are also marking on the sleeve. So at that point is where you're going to attach your press button on. So this is final fitting, and I hope you love this outcome. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.